you join me today as we play the side that we managed in the FM23 beta save, and then we'll be trying to continue our good form in Europe. Hello and welcome to episode number 8 of Irons in the Fire as we try and make West Ham good and great again. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have 2 games at home for you. First of all, the Premier League match day 9 against Chelsea, who we managed in the FM23 in the beta save, and then we will be playing HSK Helsinki in the Europa League Group E match day 3. And as you will see from the top of this screen, I have managed to sort out the kits, which was rather good. I did find a slight problem, which was a problem that I caused, and I fixed it. So that's good news. And as I said, we will be having a kit basher episode, a tutorial how to make your kits, choose what kits you'd like, and all the rest of it, and how you get them into FM24 once the beta has changed to the full fat version. Don't forget, if you enjoyed today's episode, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. All helps here on YouTube, lets me know that I'm doing the right things for you. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think, let me know what you'd like me to do next, and so on and so forth, especially when the full fat version comes out. What would you like, what sort of save would you like to see me do in that? So just let me know. And also, if you haven't bought your copy of FM24 yet, then the thing to do is to follow the link below and go to Fanatical, buy your copy. But there's also a discount code down there, saves you a little bit extra money, and you can buy it at a reasonable price. All very good for you, and it's also good for the channel if you follow that link. Thank you very much. Right, moving swiftly on. Since you were last with us, we haven't actually done anything. We had that 8-0 win against Villarreal, and then a 2-0 loss to Tottenham after we had the fallout from the Europa League, which was a little bit disconcerting. But we've had an international break since then. We've sort of recovered a little bit, I think, and got ourselves back together, hopefully, to get a result against Chelsea. Just to recap where... In fact, I clicked on the wrong thing there. Just to recap on where we were in the league and what was going on at the end of the last episode. Manchester City just drawn that one match against Manchester United, otherwise unbeaten, 22 points. Manchester United also unbeaten on 20 points. Then come Brentford on 19. Go away, Brentford on 19. We are then tucked in on 4th place on 16 points, same as Tottenham, who are tucked in behind us, so we just need to make sure they don't catch us. Crystal Palace in 6th on 14 points, and then 3 teams on 13, separated by goal difference. Liverpool leading that little group of teams on 13, then come Arsenal, then comes Brighton, and then Newcastle and Aston Villa on 11 points. Fulham, still having played 8 games, have lost 8 games. In fact, they lost their last game quite resoundingly, if I remember rightly, a 5-1 loss to Bournemouth. So they've lost 8 on the trot, not put any points on the board yet. Luton and Nottingham Forest also in that drop zone. And Chelsea, as you'll see, just outside of that relegation zone, with 8 points, having won 2 games, drawn 2, and lost 4 games to date. So they're not in good fettle at all. Right, what else is there to tell you? I don't think we rounded up on the last episode. Mohamed Kudus picked up an injury during the game against Tottenham, and he's out for 6 weeks to 2 months, which is really, really bad news. Emerson, who picked up a knock also in the last game, coming back from fitness, and he picked up another knock. We've given him a rest, basically sent him away on holiday to recuperate, so he won't feature, or certainly not in the first game of the episode. I don't think he'll feature in the second game of the episode either. So we have 2 out for injuries at the moment. Fennells, who's coming back in the next few days. Kudus, that will be out for a while. Creswell, Ings, Emerson and Kufel all coming back from injury. But as I say, Emerson, we've sent away on holiday. So without any more to do, let's get on with the episode. Let's have a look at the team that will face Chelsea for this one. Chelsea will be missing Wesley Fofana, who is unregistered. Why is he unregistered? That's a bit strange, isn't it? 3 players out injured, and Conor Gallagher is doubtful with a double hernia. Ouch. And here is the side that will face Chelsea. My mistake. It wasn't Emerson that we sent away on holiday. It was Alvarez. Alvarez that has gone away on holiday. He's tired for some reason or other, which is a bit of a shame because with Kudos out, I've been looking at the squad and possibly James Ward-Prowse could play in that position with Alvarez as the ball-winning midfielder, because that's what it says on here. So, yeah, that's a little bit of a shame, but we'll see how that pans out when Alvarez is back from his little sabbatical. So this is the team that will face Chelsea. Areola in goal. Creswell, Agard, Zuma and Kufal are the defensive line. Kufal just coming back from injury, of course, so we need to be very, very careful with him. Caher, Ward-Prowse and Souček play in that midfield role. Bowen today is playing as the shadow striker behind De Thomas and Watkins up front. Fraberinski, Mavropanos, Paqueta, Ings, Johnson, Benarama, Antonio, Ogbonna and Cornet make the bench. And here we are back at the London Stadium and playing our new formation. Chelsea are playing a 4-3-3, having only won 1 of their last 5 games. We are currently 4th. Chelsea down in 17th with 8 points. Confirmation of those teams for you. And our first highlight, 2 minutes in, it's Creswell with the corner, and Zuma gets his 4th goal of the season. And with just 3 minutes on the clock, we get our first goal against Chelsea. Creswell, Zuma runs to the near post and just another corner. Creswell, it's almost identical. Sterling this time getting at it, but Creswell picks up the pieces. He's got Kufal out wide on the other side. Kufal comes across the pitch, tries to get that through. Zuma tidies up, and Zuma to Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse back to Zuma. Agard. Just 5 minutes turning on the clock. Agard. Creswell. Creswell. Agard. Back to Creswell. Very steady, looking for a way through, can't find it. And Areola to Zuma. Souček now as we come forward. Kufal is on this wing, cross it in, but Watkins, I think it got a deflection, tried to flick it in. It's gone for a corner. Creswell with the corner, an in-swinger. This one a bit longer, but Sanchez comes out and collects. See it from the other angle now, see it a bit clearer as to what happened. Obviously got a deflection. Kufal put himself in a very good position, gets the cross in, Watkins, and it's come off the defender. Kufal with the long throw. It's a long throw. It's Souček heads it down. De Thomas, and saved by the goalkeeper. Sanchez keeps Chelsea in the game. Creswell with another corner. He's picked up a yellow card though en route, and Zuma heads that one over. Zuma getting up again, but couldn't bring it down this time. Well, half-time has arrived. No more highlights in that first half. We've had 10 shots, 4 on target, just short of that 50%. 1.65 on the old XG, 42% of the possession. Chelsea had most of the possession, but they've only had 2 shots up to date. 0.37 on the XG. We've probably should have been further in front. We certainly had the most of that early 20-25 minutes. and missed some chances there. And we'll just hope that doesn't come back and bite us on the bottom. First solid light of the second half, 15 minutes in, and it's a Chelsea ball, and Areola comes out and collects. It was Sterling lurking, waiting for a mistake, but Areola on this occasion didn't make one. And it's a throw out to Kufal. Kufal comes forward. And he has Zuma in support. Zuma, Souček, Bowen. Bowen, who's he's been a little bit off form of recent. Lovely cross though. And Souček gets his fourth of the season. And with 51 minutes on the clock, go 2 up. And that's the second goal that we were looking for. Bowen, lovely cross in and a lovely assist for him. Souček there gets up above the defenders and plants it in the net. Free kick now. Zuma just inside the opponent's half. Agard out to Creswell. Creswell comes forward, gets the ball in, and Bowen, I think it was deflected over. Bowen looking to sweep that one in. Ward-Prowse with the corner. And he's crossed it deep. And it's headed out for another corner. Maurizio Pochettino is the Chelsea manager, of course. Creswell from that side. An in-swinger. It's headed back out. And this constant pressure. Third corner on a row. We're not going to see the corner, though. Agard, Creswell. And this was the initial one that caused lovely in-ball. Bowen getting there, just flicked over the top. We are going to see the corner. Creswell swings it in. Zuma. Oh, it's gone out this time. Creswell with a throw in to De Thomas. Agard. Agard finds Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse finds Souček. Souček through to Thomas. Thomas scores! First goal of the season is going to be ruled out. He's not having much luck, is he? And it's been disallowed. He was offside. He's not having much luck. De Thomas, we thought, had scored his first goal of the season. Yeah, he's just strayed just fractionally. And with 61 minutes near enough on the clock, making just the one change for the moment. Ollie Watkins, we're taking off. He's not having such a good day. We've taken him off. We have brought on Lucas Paqueta for him. But the way we've done it is Bowen has moved up alongside De Thomas. Ward-Prowse has moved forward from that central mid to the attacking playmaker role. Carrera drops into the ball-winning playmaker, and Paqueta comes in on the left side of that midfield trio. And with 71 minutes on the clock, making a few changes here right now, Ward-Prowse has dropped back into that ball-winning playmaker. Couldn't keep him there for too long because Souček was getting tired, and we didn't want him to face an injury. So we've swapped them two back over. Benrahma comes on as the attacking playmaker. His best role is pretty much that. In fact, we might even put him on as a shadow striker because he can play in that role. Carrera moves now out to the right side of the midfield three. We've taken off Kurt Zuma, who it's got a bit of a knock, so we thought just to preserve him going into our European exploits, Mavropanos comes on in place of him, and we've also taken off Vladimir Kufal. He's tiring fairly quickly out on that right hand side, bearing in mind he's just come back from injury, so we need to be careful of him. Ben Johnson comes in on that right side. And we have a highlight. It's the Chelsea goalkeeper, Sanchez. I'm not sure what he's doing. I think he's playing rock, paper, scissors with himself, to be fair. And stepped in there. Paqueta gets in. De Thomas is in the area. He's got no support at the minute. Paqueta, who's just come on. Well, I say just. He's been on a while. His first goal of the season. And with 72 minutes on the clock, we go 3 up. And I think that's Chelsea done and dusted. Paqueta gets a foot in, starts the move. De Thomas holds the ball up long enough. He has Paqueta there in support, not marked, and he's got it in off the post. Nearly 80 minutes on the clock. Mavropanos with a free kick. Kahera, Johnson, Mavropanos. Johnson, Mavropanos playing very well today since he's come on. Ward-Prowse out to Creswell on this left-hand side. Creswell inside to Paqueta, back to Creswell. Creswell crossed it in, and De Thomas can't get his foot on it. And with 81 minutes on the clock, making our final change, Danny Ings comes on for Gerard Bowen. And there are no more highlights. It's all over. It's a 3-0 win against our local rivals, Chelsea. And I'll tell you what, the defence playing extremely well because we kept Chelsea didn't actually have a shot on target. They had 4 shots, none on target. 0.72. They did have 60% of the possession, though, but we were quite happy with that because we took our chances when they came along. 15 shots, 7 on target, 2.96, I think that is on the XG, 40% of the possession. We were quite clinical when they came along. Zuma, Souček and Paqueta, the scorers in this one. While the day's games have been played, we are up to third on 19 points, moving ahead of Brentford on goal difference. I believe Brentford have a game in hand, though. So that's a little bit. We just need to see what Brentford do. We'll have a check in a minute. Brentford will be playing tomorrow against Brighton. They play Brighton tomorrow. So, yeah. So the day's games have popped out. Bournemouth drawing 1-1 with Tottenham. We couldn't do that. I think it was just because we were a little bit lacklustre after our European exploits, so to speak. Fulham still lost. This time 3-1 to Crystal Palace. Manchester United drawing 1-1 with Luton. And Manchester City have lost for the first time. Wolves, the side that has beaten them. So they are on 22 points at the top of the table, which means that West Ham, we're just literally 3 points away from them now, which is all very, very good. Manchester United in second on 21, having dropped points today, which means we've caught them up a little bit, but it's just Brentford that could step in front of us for the moment, keep us in 4th place. Crystal Palace in on 17th points in 5th. Tottenham also on 17, but on goal difference in 6th. Liverpool on 16 points in 7th place, the last of the European places as it stands at the minute. Then Arsenal and Brighton both on 13. Burnley on 12. Newcastle and Wolves and Aston Villa all on 11 points. Then it comes Bournemouth and Sheffield United on 10. Everton on 9. Chelsea on 8. And Nottingham Forest 6 points. Luton 4 points. Fulham yet to get off the mark. And Brentford have beaten Brighton by 2-0. Wizza. Is it Wizza or Wizzo? Wizzers. Eon Wizza scoring both goals, 13 minutes and a penalty after 29, I think it was, which means that they are up into 2nd place on equal points to Manchester City, just on goal difference away from them. Manchester United in 3rd then. We've dropped back down to 4th place where we started the day, but 2 points clear of Crystal Palace and Tottenham. But within touching distance of these top teams at the moment. But Brentford going very, very well in this save. And so we go through to our second game of the episode. It's a match in the Europa League Group E against HSK Helsinki. And this is how the table looks as it currently stands with today's games. Genk are playing Villarreal and we are playing HJK Helsinki in the final games of the first round of games. 6 to play, of course. This is match day 3. We are top, having won 2 games so far. 12 goal difference of 12. 6 points on the board. Genk are in second with 3 points, along with Villarreal, who also have 3 points. HJK yet to put points on the board. And in fact, they have scored goals. But it's a little bit of a way to go before they can get get themselves out of that area, and let's hope they don't do it today. Let's go and have a look at the side that will face HJK in this Europa League Group E match. And this is the side that we're putting out against HSK Helsinki. And it looks like this: Areola, Ingol, Creswell, Agard, Zuma and Kufal. Defensive line that is becoming very, very familiar. Lucas Paqueta, Alvarez comes back from his holiday, and we're going to try him as that ball-winning midfielder. Carrera out to his right. Ward-Prowse is playing as the shadow striker. I think that's his best. No, actually, an advanced playmaker is his best. De Thomas and Watkins up front, and on the bench we have Trott, Mavropanos, Ogbonna, Emerson, Johnson, Soucek, Koda, Fornells, Benarama, Cornet, Bowen and Ings. And here we are. I don't know if you'll hear this music. Hang on a minute. Oh dear. Sorry about that. I've forgotten that I'd left the speakers on this occasion. They are playing they're playing very defensive, really, as such. And confirmation of the two teams for you as the teams come out on the pitch. And we line up. Our first highlight, it's Kufal with a long throw. He's headed on. And Zuma has a double go. And I think it might have been offside there. I don't know what happened. Anyway, goal kick ensues. And HJK have it. Ball through, but it's a long ball. And Areola will manage to sort that one out. Agard, Paqueta, Creswell. Creswell comes forward, but he's lost the ball. It's a bit unlike Creswell. And HJK. So far, Watkins is in. Watkins hits the outside of the post and doesn't score. I mean, the goal was gaping. And Ward-Prowse now. I think it's gone for a corner. Ward-Prowse will take this. It's going to be an in-swinger. Swings it in. Oh dear. And I'm not sure what we'll see here, but Watkins, and he's missed chance. He created the space for himself and just couldn't put it away. Goal kick now for HJK. And that's headed on, but Kufal is there. Kufal comes forward. Kufal on the edge of the area, pushes it in, but Watkins again can't get a foot to it. Or did he get a foot to it and really only put it in the goal into the goalkeeper's? He did, just really straight into the goalkeeper's hands. A throw in on this near side. It's Kufal with the throw, long throw into the area. Agard heads it down. Oh, James Ward-Prowse, his first goal of the season. And with 16 minutes on the clock, we go one up and made hard work of it so far. We really, really have. Kufal, lovely throw. Agard just gets a flick on it. And Ward-Prowse, a very good goal. Creswell swings it in. And a penalty. A referee points to the spot. What's going on? I don't know. VAR checking it out. It was a push on Agard by Ikonen. Paqueta to take the penalty. He puts it away. And on 23 minutes, we go 2 up. Paqueta's second of the season. From the penalty spot. Goalkeeper going the right way. Just didn't quite get there. And a highlight from the kickoff, or the restart, should I say. And HJK not been in good fettle so far. Kufal Alvarez. Carrera has Kufel there now. Kufel. Oh, that was a poor ball by Kufel. It really didn't go anywhere. Just gave it away. Very poor. And Zuma shouting for that ball. He's going to tidy up. Kufel cuts inside. Kufel. Alvarez. Alvarez has Paqueta. Thomas! And he has actually scored a goal. I just sound surprised then because it was almost too easy come the end. And De Thomas gets his first goal of the season after lots of false starts, offsides and all the rest of it. He got that ball and hit it first time. The goalkeeper nowhere near it. And we go 3-up after 25. Helsinki with the ball, but Watkins tracking back. Just took it straight off his feet. Zuma. Kufel. Kufel cuts it inside to Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse nearly gave it away, but he's kept the ball. Zuma. Zuma out to Kufel. Kufel runs it in for Carrera. Carrera crosses it in. Watkins. He's off the woodwork this time. And it's gone out for a throw on the far side. We'll see Watkins' effort again. He's almost trying too hard. Carrera, lovely ball in. Watkins, and he's hit it too hard. Beaten the goalkeeper. Free kick out on that far side. Ward-Prowse with a free kick deep. And Alvarez nods it down. It's that goal, that FM24 goal, down into the pitch. Beats the bounce, beats the goalkeeper. Alvarez, I think it's his fourth of the season. We'll check that later. You'll know because it'll come up on screen. Alvarez down, beats the goal, under the goalkeeper basically. The bounce beat him. And no more highlights in this first half. It is half time. We've had 13 shots, 6 on target, nearly 50%. 3.16 on the XG. 62% of the possession. Helsinki have done nothing so far. Not anything. They've had 38% of the possession though. Our first highlight of the second half. Creswell with the free kick. It's come back off the woodwork. It's gone back out to Creswell. 51 minutes on the clock. Oh, it's bouncing around the hour as it stayed out. It's gone for a corner. Goodness me. That woodwork is definitely saving the day for Helsinki. Creswell now with an in-swing. He's swung it, but it's a bit too close. Back out to Creswell. Creswell and the Helsinki player too close to him. Carrera back off the woodwork. And we see the next stage of this. Creswell. And again off the woodwork. It's pinging around there. Nearly 60 minutes on the clock. Creswell with an in-swinger. Zuma! It's over the top. Zuma getting up, getting ahead on it, but didn't get it down. And with 60 minutes on the clock, so nearly 61 minutes, we're going to make 3 changes, give a little bit of a rest to a couple of players. James Ward-Prowse had a great game, has scored as well. We've taken him off and brought on Pablo Fornells, who's coming back from injury. So he gets a half-hour play, as does Emerson, who is coming back from injury. He replaces Aaron Creswell, who's not had such a good day out on that left side. But Emerson comes on to replace him. And our final change in this bunch of changes is Gerard Bowen has come on to replace Ollie Watkins, who is having a wretched time. And Helsinki have a free kick. It's swung in. Zuma there and heads it out. Bowen is going to tidy up. And Bowen, of course, fresh legs, comes forward. He's holding up now, looking for support. It's crossed in, looking for De Thomas. Fornells is there, though. Fornells is going on his own. And Fornells, Pablo Fornells, come on as a substitute, has scored, made it 5-0 on 77 minutes. His first goal of the season. And Fornells winning that ball and just decided he was going on his own. Tucks it in the side netting. And with 77 minutes on the clock, 78 minutes very much, we're going to make our final 2 changes. Zuma has come off for Mavropanos. Zuma, who was tiring a little bit, don't want to wear him out too much. And our final change is we have taken off. Who have we taken off? I've forgotten who we've taken off now. Hang on, Alvarez, of course, who's been having a bit of a rest. We don't want to wear him out either. And he is replaced by Tomas Souček. Mavropanos with a long throw to Bowen. Bowen's brought down, I think it was right in the corner of the penalty area as well, which means it is another penalty. And VAR checking it out. It is a penalty. So, goal number 6 potentially. Who's going to take this? It's Souček. Souček puts it away. And he scores his 5th goal of the season, having just come on. And it's 6-0 on 82 minutes. Free kick for Helsinki. But it's a poor ball. Souček heads it clear. Nobody out there. Launched one deep. Mavropanos to Carrera. Carrera comes forward. He's got support from Kufal. Kufal inside to Souček. Souček to Paqueta. Paqueta creates a space. Paqueta beats his man. 3rd goal of the season for Paqueta. I think it's his 2nd of the game. And it's 7-0. We seem to like big scores in this Europa League. I'm not sure what we'll do once we get up against some of the big boys. But so far... And Paqueta puts that one away. Throw in for Helsinki on that far side. It's crossed deep. And Paqueta heading it away, doing his defensive duties, having just scored. Back into the area. And it's the first time we've really seen Helsinki doing or looking dangerous. And Ariola come out and punch that. And was very lucky. Bowen steps in. And we're away with the ball again. Bowen holds it up. He's got Fornells inside him. Fornells goes forward. Fornells creates a bit of space. But it goes over the top. And it's all over here at the London Stadium. We have comprehensively beaten Helsinki, HJK Helsinki. 7-0. They had 3 shots, 2 on the target in that second half. 0.28 on the XG, 41% of the possession. We had 23 shots, 10 on target. 59% of the possession. It's been a good day at the office. Let's have a look and see how that leaves us in the Europa League table. So after that round of matches, this is how it looks. Played 3, won 3. We haven't conceded a goal in the Europa League yet this season. 19 goals scored, 9 points on top. Genk, I'm presuming, have beaten Villarreal in their game. They did 5-1. Which means that they are in 2nd place on 6 points. Villarreal are 3rd on 3 points, and HJK yet to get off the mark. And they're basically getting thumping every time that they play so far. Back to HJK. We go to their place next time to see what we do. Villarreal will play Genk again. And obviously, depending on that score, we'll see how that all fits after that and where that leaves us. I think one more win should probably see us through to qualification because 6 points in it at the moment is still doable. But if we win that one game with 6 points only left to play for, I think we pretty much qualify ourselves. So that's what we need to do next time out. We're going to play Aston Villa and Bournemouth offline. We're going to come back for HJK Helsinki, Europa League Group E Matchday 4. And then we'll play Crystal Palace, who are in the Premier League currently in 5th place. So tucked just behind us in the Premier League, of course. Literally behind us on a couple of points. We'll see what these 2 games against Aston Villa and Bournemouth do for us as we move into November and see how that progresses. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. That all helps here on YouTube. Helps me, but also helps you because you'll know when stuff is coming out and keeps you up to date. Also, it will keep us. Not only will it keep you up to date with Irons in the Fire, keep you up to date with Project Turnaround as well, and new series as they are released. Best way of keeping up to date with everything, though, on the channel is to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. And if you do, thank you very, very much. Don't forget that link and a discount code below if you want to buy yourself FM24 and you haven't bought it already yet. New episodes of Irons in the Fire will be released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. This next one, because didn't do any last week. So we will be back tomorrow for episode number 9. I think that's how it goes. I did release last week. I'm talking about my other series, but I did say because we missed one out last week, we would catch up this week. So you've got a double release today. You will have had this one out and Project Turnaround both come out at the same time today. But we will be back for another Irons in the Fire, episode 9. That's HJK and Crystal Palace tomorrow at 4:15. Till then, bye-bye.